Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through Cambridge O level additional mathematics paper 2. This is specimen paper 403702 for examination from 2020 onwards. So let us move to question number 1. Question number 1 says solve this. Equation is provided xy is equal to 3 and we have to find this value. So what we can do, we can check from here. We can find y value. Y will be equal to 3 over x, and this value of y we can replace over here and we will get in terms of x. So x raised to the power 4, and instead of y we are writing 3 over x raised to the power 5 is equal to 486. Now we can take 3 raised to the power, and 3 raised to the power 5 will be equal to 243. So we can write 243 over x raised to the power 5, and x raised to the power 4 is equal to 486, and we can cancel x raised to the power 4 with this power 5, and remaining equation we will get. This implies 243 over x. 243 over x is equal to 486, and this implies x is equal to 243 over 486, and this will be equal to what? This will be uh, equal to, we can check with the calculator, so it will be fraction 243 over 486, and this is equal to 1 by 2 or 0.5. X value is this, so y we know is equal to 3 over 1 by 2, or we can write even 3 over 0.5, and this will be equal to 6. So y is equal to 6. These are the two values which we were supposed to find, which we are done. Now we can move to question number 2. Question number 2 says A part, on the axis below sketch graph of y is equal to 1 over 5, x minus 2, x minus 4 and x plus 5, showing the coordinates of the points where the graph meets the coordinate axis. Now these images I have inserted for your explanation, and these are not part of the questionnaire, so I will explain in a while. So this is the coordinate axis which is provided, and to check this one, they're saying meets the points where coordinates of the points where graph meets the coordinate axis. So we can replace y is equal to 0, because for x-axis we will replace y is equal to 0. So this implies 1 over 5 into x minus 2 into x minus 4 into x plus 5 is equal to 0, and we know 1 over 5 is not equal to 0, so this implies x minus 2 is equal to 0, x minus 4 equal to 0, and x plus 5 or x plus 5 is equal to 0. And we can get from here x is equal to 2, x is equal to 4, and x is equal to minus 5. So these will be the 3 points of intersection. Now we can check for these locations, and we can take the distances, like we can take from here 1 2 3 4 and 5. So if I draw properly like this one, so it will be 1 2 3 4 5, and this side will be also 1 2 3 4 and 5. So minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 and minus 5. minus 3, minus 4, and minus 5. Similarly, we can take the y-axis. Y-axis will be what? Y-axis, for y-axis we replace x is equal to 0. So at x is equal to 0, in this equation if we replace x is equal to 0, we will get 1 over 5. Y will be equal to 1 over 5 into minus 2 into minus 4 into 5. So this will be 40 over 5, so it will be equal to 8, so y value will be 8. So we can take y value as 2, basically we can take here 2, 4 and 6, and we can take here as 8. Roughly we are sketching, so we can write here also 2, 4, 6 and 8. Similarly, lower side also we can indicate if required minus 2 and minus 4. I have indicated only these. If we require, we'll draw more. Now we can figure out x is equal to 0, y is equal to 8 will be our this point, and what other value is 2, 4 and minus 4, 5, or over here this is 2 and this is 4 and minus 5 is over here. So we need to figure out, we'll have to check for the values which are a little greater or lesser, right? So we can write 1 over 5 into x minus 2, so alpha x minus 2 bracket close, and the second is x minus minus 4 bracket close, and third one is x plus 5, so alpha x plus 5. Now we can calculate for a little lesser value than 4. We can take like 3.9, calculate for x is equal to 3.9, and we will check whether it is negative or positive. So this is a negative value, so it means it's going down. So and if we check for a little more than 2, which is 2, we can take 2.1, so calculate for 2.1, and this is also negative, so it means it's curving downward like this one. So this we identified, and from a little lesser than 2.2, a little lesser than 2 will be like 1.9, we can check. So calculate for 1.9, and this is giving us a positive value, so it's going upward up to the value 8, and we can draw it like this one. Now from 0 to x value a little lesser than 0 will be, we can take calculate for x is equal to minus 0.5, we can check, and this is equal to 10 point something, so it is further going up. So further going up, and we can check with minus 4.5, so calculate for, sorry, so this one calculate for minus 4.5, and this is giving us still positive value, so it means it's going up and curving like this one and passing through this. Otherwise we can draw a little more smoother curve like this over here, and it will be going like this one. So this is rough sketch. We can even check a little more than 4 values, so 4, so that we can check this area. So it will be, we can take like 4.1, so calculate for 4.1, and this is positive value, so going up, and we can figure out it is going like this one upward. So this is our sketch which we have done. The same sketch we can practice from different softwares. and there are so many softwares available on the net, and you can check any of them, and I will explain the same thing. I'll switch to the software. Okay, so this is the software which I'm switching to, and I'm practicing this one. So keep in mind, these type of softwares are not available in examination. These are better for your practice at home, and this will improve your skill level to tackle these type of questions. So this is the first graph and the equation which we got: y is equal to 1 by 5, x minus 2, x minus 4, and x plus 5. And if we draw this one, this will be our graph over here, which is intersecting at minus 5, x-intercept. So 2 and 4, these are the x-intercepts, and this is y-intercept, which is exactly same as 0.8 as we have done. Now if we no, this is basically the maximum and this is the minimum point, which are not required in this question. So only these 4 points are required, which I have copied this diagram, and I can enlarge that one. I'll go back to the question, and this is the drawing which I have enlarged basically, and I have inserted over here. This is the enlarged drawing, so I will bring it to front. So okay, so you can see this one. This is x-intercept, x-intercept, and x-intercept, and this is y-intercept, and this is the perfect curve which we have drawn. In exam they don't need the perfect graph, but this is for your understanding, which you can use for your better understanding of transformation graphs and other sketching graph questions. It's better for you if you practice these type of questions from any software. So we are done with this A part. We will go through this B part. B part is saying explain why your sketch in part A can be used for this one. Y is less than equal to this. So y is we can use this like if we check the equation, which is this one, it is the same as y with only difference of this one 1 over 5. So it means in this case uh, this is like a stretched graph, so we can write answer by removing, this is 1 over 5 is removed, so by removing 1 over 5, the function will be stretched. The f of x, we can write f of x will be stretched along y-axis, and x value will remain same. Now we can check this point also from the same software. This one, this graph we basically plotted earlier, and if we remove 1 over 5, and I have rewritten this equation over here, if we rewrite, our graph will be stretched like this one. So you can see this point is lowered to this new location, and x value is same 3.062, and this is also 3.062, only y value is changed, it's coming down. And if we check from this side also, this is like 14, and it will be multiplied by 5 times, so it will be going up to this one, which is 73.216, So this is basically the stretching which is along y-axis. So we can see x-intercepts are exactly same, x-intercepts are not changing, only y-intercept will change. So it's 0 and 8, and new y-intercept will be what? New y-intercept will be 8 5s are 40, so this will be 0 and 40 will be new y-intercept. So we can use it by stretching, and hopefully you understood this part as well. Now we can move to the third part, C part. C part says hence solve this equation. So we'll have to understand solving part also. Like for example, this is the curve which we sketched, so we can indicate from here basically it should be less than 0. It's indicating as this value should be less than 0. So less than 0 part will be this portion will be less than 0 part. We can indicate that portion. Okay, so this will be the lower portion. X is less than, this one will be the less than value. So we can indicate on the graph which we have plotted over here. If we check, this is the graph which we plotted, and this is the portion. And if I switch, bring to front, so this is the graph, and this is the portion which we are showing that this is lower than this. So we have to write on the inequality. One inequality will be, it should be x value should be less than, this portion is less than, so x value should be less than equal to -5, and this portion will be in between 2 and 5, 2 and 4 basically, not 5, 2 and 4. So we can write x is greater than equal to 2 and less than equal to 4. So these will be the two inequalities which are answered. Again, I will explain this one from the same software. This one you can see, if we shade this part will be shaded, see x value, this one, these will be the shaded portions, and in between this point which is 2 and 0, and this is 4 and 0, this is the shaded portion. This is our solution, shaded is our solution. And if we check this point, it is x is equal to -5, so lesser than -5 is green portion, it means this is our solution, and greater than 2 and less than 4 is also our green portion, which is our solution. So you will have to practice these type of questions. This will be very helpful for your exam. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to question number 3. Question number 3 says functions g and h are such that g of x is equal to this one, h of x is equal to this one, and x values greater than 0. This is the condition which you will have to keep in mind. If we have to ignore some values, so it means greater than 0 means we'll be ignoring less than 0 values. Okay, so a part is what? Find g inverse, stating its domain and its range. So we can write y, basically g of x, we can write y is equal to, we need g inverse of x, so we'll take y is equal to 2 plus 4 log x, and we can shift 2 to this side, so we have to make x as subject. So this one is equal to 4 log x, and 4 also we can shift, so divided by 4, this will be gone, so it will be log x is equal to, log x is equal to y minus 2 over 4. Now we can take power e on both sides to get rid of log, so x will be equal to e raised to the power y minus 2 over 4, and this one, now we can swap x and y, so y will be equal to e raised to the power x minus 2 over 4, and this will be our g inverse of x is equal to e raised to the power x minus 2 over 4. This is 4 marks part which we have done. This is our final answer for this question. Now we can move to the B part, and B part says solve g h of x is equal to 10. So first we will find gh of x and then put it equal to 10. So equate it equal to 10. So the g of h of x will be equal to what? G of h of x is x square plus 4. So we can find x square plus 4 and this will be equal to, and g of x is 2. We can write 2 plus 4 log of x square plus 4, and this will be equal to, we can equalize it to 10. So this implies 4 log of x square plus 4 is equal to 10 minus 2, which is equal to 8. Now we can shift 4 also, so log of x square plus 4 is equal to 2, and to get rid of log we will take power e, so this side will be x squared plus 4 is equal to e raised to the power 2. 4 also we can shift to the other side, so x squared is equal to e raised by 2 minus 4, and to this one x will be equal to e raised by 2 minus 4 under root, and this will be equal to what? We'll take positive value only, by the way. So this will be under root of e, and this is e squared, and this will be minus 4, and this is equal to 1.84. So this is equal to 1.84. This is done. This was also 3 marks question which we have done. Then next part they are saying C part, solve g dash of x is equal to h dash of x. For this one we can find g dash of x, and g dash of x is what? Derivative of g of x, and g of x is over here. It is 2 plus 4 log x. So 2 plus 4 log x. Derivative of 2 is 0 and 4 log x will be 1 over x. Log x will be 1 over x and 4 log x. And this will be g, and now we can find h dash of x. So h of x is equal to x. H of x is equal to x squared plus 4. So it will be 2x and derivative of 4 is 0. So now we can apply this equation, and by the condition of the question we can write 4 over x is equal to 2x. So this implies 2x square is equal to 4. So x square is equal to 2. So x will be equal to plus 2. We are ignoring negative value because by the condition of the main question, x is greater than 0. So this is also 3 marks part which we are done with. Hopefully you understood this also. Question number 4 says, on the axis below, sketch the graph of y is equal to 2 sine 3 by 2x minus 1, and the range given is 0 to 180, showing the coordinates of the points where the graph meets the coordinate axis. Now for this one, what we can do, we can take the values, like for example, first of all, we will consider this one. I will write on this side y is equal to 2 sine 3 by 2x minus 1. Again, I just wanted to tell you that this is not part of the question. I have inserted for your explanation. I'll explain in a while. So this one, if y is equal to 0, if x is equal to 0, if we replace x is equal to 0, we will get y is equal to minus 1. So at x is equal to 0, y will be equal to minus 1. So minus 1, we can take the distances, like for example it's 180, so I will be dividing into 1 2 3 4 5 6, or we can take it as 90 will be in the middle, and then 45 will be over here. So I wanted to take like uh, 20, and this will be 20, and we can take this one as 20, then 20, and then 20. So we are taking like uh, 20, 40, 60, and 80, and then 100 and 120, 140, and 160. So 20 gap I have taken on this side, and this side we can take like this one we can take like 1 and 2 we can take over here. So this will be 1 and 2. Similarly, we can roughly take like -1 and -2 over here without any um, scale. I have taken this. So now we can check for this values, like we will type the equation 2 sine of 3 by 2 x, so 3 over 2, and this will be x, bracket close, and -1, and calculate for 0, calculate for x is equal to 0, this will be -1. So our 1 point we got is over here, and the second point we can check for 20. So this will be what, calculate for 20, this is equal to 2.97, x is equal to basically um, x is equal to 20 sine 3 by 2 x minus 1. So we can take in basically shift mode to degrees, and this is equal to 20. This is calculate for, okay, so now we can check for this value, this one, calculate for x is equal to 20, we will get 0. So for 20 we will get 0, and for even we can check for 40 and calculate for 40, this will give us this decimal value, and we'll be ignoring that one. Calculate for 60, and this is equal to 1. So rounded value will help us, so we can take rounded value over here, and this is a little above, so I will take a little down over here, and then we can check for 80. So calculate for 80, and this is equal to again decimal value, we'll ignore that, calculate for 100, and this is equal to 0. So again it is touching the x-axis, and then we can check for after 100 we can check for 120, calculate for 120 is equal to -1. So 120 is -1, we can take -1 over here, so this will be 120. Now we can take for 140, calculate for 140 is equal to -2. So -2 value we can take over here, and now we will check for 160, calculate for 160, and this is equal to -2.7 something. So we'll ignore this decimal value, we'll calculate for 180, calculate for 180 is equal to -3. So -3 point will be roughly like this one. So now we can sketch these values, and this will be 60, and basically I think so we did mistake. Calculate for 80, calculate for 80 is equal to 80 is decimal value and 100 is 0, I think so. So because a little odd, the point is a little odd, so calculate for 100 is equal to 0. Yeah, so by mistake we did this one, so I will rectify this. So this is 80 point and 800 point is this. Now you can see our graph is in line and smooth curve. So this is how you can figure out that your graph is, if one point is going out, you can figure out the point should be rechecked, and like this one it will be smoothly curved. We are a little out, so I will redraw this one and try to be as accurate as possible. And this one, so this is basically the curve which we have drawn. Hopefully you understood this. Same curve we can accurately draw and check whether our process was perfect or not. So this is the graph y is equal to 2 sine 3 by 2x. If we check this one, basically our graph is 2 sine 3 by 2x minus 1. So I will plot this one, and this is, you can see the points of intersection. This is y intercept, this is x intercept, and this is at 60. So 60 and 1 and 100 and 0, and you can check even these values, 120 and minus 1, and this is like 180 and minus 3. Up to 180 is our required graph. So we have drawn this one perfectly. Everything is, you can see, perfectly shaped. And if we remove this minus 1, this will be moving up. So this one is, you can see, you can understand by transformation also, that if we are having minus 1 over here, this one, it will be moving the curve upward like 1 unit up. So this is how you can check. This one is this one, if we remove this minus 1, when we are removing minus 1, it is moving up like this. So original graph is this one. This is the original graph, like 2 sine 3 by 2x, and this is translated graph. By adding minus 1, you moved this one. Hopefully you understood this also. And original graph which in our question is required is this. These are the points of intercept. Hopefully you understood each and everything. These are also points which you can click and check. Let us go back to the question. Now this is the same image I have copied over here, and you can see the same points of interception, and basically x intercepts and y intercept. So this is shown over here, and next we can move to this question number 5. Question number 5 says a 6-character password is to be chosen from the following 9 characters. So letters, numbers and symbols. Each character may be used only once in any password. So only once, you can't repeat. Find the number of different 6-character passwords that may be chosen if there are no restrictions. So no restrictions, we can figure out, we can take 6 places, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 places, and without any restriction we'll be having 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Basically we'll be having 9 options to choose from. So we can take, for first it will be 9 for first position. For second position, remaining will be 8, then 7, 6, 5, 4, and we can multiply them to get the options, and this will be equal to 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 is equal to 60480. 60480. This will be the answer, and this is 1 mark part. And second part, the password consists of 2 letters, 2 numbers, and 2 symbols in that order. So this will be what we will be having options. And options are what? Options are, we should have 2 letters. This is letter and letter, and 2 numbers. So this will be number and number, and symbol will be 1 and 2. This will be symbol. And to choose letter from 4, so our option will be having 4 options, and for the second one it will be 3 options, and from numbers it will be 3 options and 2 options, and from symbols it will be 2 and 1, and we can multiply to get the answer, and this will be equal to, if we multiply 4 into 3 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 1, and this is equal to 144. So 144 will be final answer. This is 2 marks part. Third part, the password must start and finish with a symbol. So start and finish should be with a symbol. So we can take again 6 positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions. This should be symbol, this should be symbol. And there are how many symbols? There are 2 symbols we have to choose from. So this will be 2 and this will be 1. And rest, there is no restriction. So for 4, 4 plus 3 will be 7. So out of 7, options will be 7, 6, 5 and 4, and now we can multiply these and we will get answer. This will be what? This will be 2 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 1 is equal to 1680. 1680. This will be answer for 2 marks part. We are done. Now B part. An examination consists of a section A containing 10 short questions and a section B containing 5 long questions. Candidates are required to choose 6 questions from section A. So 6 questions to be chosen from 10 short questions. So 10C, 10C6. So we have to choose 6 from 10. So, and the B contains 5 long questions, and we have to choose 3 questions for that one. So it will be 5 choose 3, and we will be multiplying this, and this will provide us answer. So it will be 10C 10C6 is equal to 210. So 210 will be multiplied by 5C3. So 5C3 is equal to 10, and this is equal to 2100. This will be answer for 2 marks part. Now, second part, candidates must answer the first 2 questions in section A and the first question in section B. So section A is we from section A 2 questions need to be chosen. So it means 8C4, and because 2 are compulsory, so 8C4, and the second section B, 1 question is compulsory, so 4C2 will be chosen. Remaining 2 will be chosen from 4, and we can check this answer. 8C 8c4, and we can multiply here also 4c2, and this will be equal to 420. So we can write answer as 420. This is 2 marks part, which we are done. Question number 6. Question number 6 says a particle P travels in a straight line such that t seconds after passing through a fixed point O, its velocity is v meter per second, is given by v is equal to this one. Find the speed of P at origin. So at origin t will be equal to 0, so we will replace t is equal to 0, and velocity at t is equal to 0 will be equal to e raised to the power e raised to 0 minus 4 and whole cubed, and e raised to 0 or anything raised to power 0 is 1, so we can write 1 minus 4 raised to power 3, which is equal to minus 3 raised to power 3, which we can write as minus 27. And minus is basically the direction. We require speed. They are asking for speed is without direction, so we will write speed is equal to 27 meter per second. So this will be answer for 1 mark. B part, find the value of t for which P is instantaneously at rest. So instantaneously at rest mean at that particular instant velocity will be 0, so we can take e raised to the power t square over 8 minus 4 cubed is equal to 0. This implies e raised by t square over 8 is equal to 4. We can leave the cube and shift 4 to the other side, and this one we can take log on both sides. So this implies t square by 8 is equal to log of 4, and we can solve over here. So it will be t squared will be equal to 8 log 4, and we can take under root of this one. So t will be equal to 8 log 4 under root, and t value cannot be negative, so we ignored negative sign and we are writing this one. So under root of 8 log of 4, and this will be equal to 3.33 seconds. So find the value of t. So this is the value of t which we're supposed to find, and it is 2 marks part. C part says find the acceleration of P when t is equal to 0. So to find the acceleration, we need the derivative of the velocity. So when t is equal to 0, this is also the condition which we'll have to keep in mind. So acceleration will be equal to dv over dt, and if we take the derivative of this equation, this one, so it will be what, power will be pulled first and the rest we will write as it is raised to 3 minus 1, it will be 2, and into derivative of whatever inner portion will be e raised to the power t over 8, and derivative of the power which will be, this is basically t squared, we missed squared over here. So derivative of t squared will be t squared over 8 will be 2t by 8 over here. Now this is basically 4 marks part. So now what we will be doing, we will be simplifying. So 3 and 2 and 8, so it will be 2 we can cancel, basically this one, 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, so it will be 3 by 4. So it will be 3 over 4 e raised to the power t squared over 8 into e raised to power t squared over 8 minus 4 and whole square. Further, we can, this is basically acceleration value. So now we can find acceleration at t is equal to 1. And if we replace t is equal to 1, this will be 3 by 4 e raised to 1 by 8 into e raised to 1 by 8 minus 4 whole squared. And this one calculator will help us for this. So 3 over 4, and this will be e raised to the power 1 over 8, and then bracket and e raised to the power 1 over 8, and minus over here and 4, and bracket should be closed, and this is equal to basically we missed the last square, so we can write square over here, and this will be 6.98. So 6.98, this is acceleration, so meter per second square, this will be the unit for this question. And this is 4 marks part, which we are done. Now question number 7. Question 7 says variables x and y are such that when log y is plotted against x square, a straight line graph passes through the point this and this is obtained. A part, given that y is equal to ab x squared, find the value of each of the constants a and b, and this is 4 marks part, which we will be doing. So log of y we can write is equal to, we are taking log of this equation, so this will be equal to log of a b raised to the power x squared. And this one we can write separate, basically we can write separately, so it will be log of a plus log of b x squared, and further we can write log of y is equal to, this should be log, and this one we can write log of a, and power can be written first, so plus x squared log of b. And further we can write it in y is equal to mx plus c format. We can arrange it, and log of y is equal to, we can write log of bx squared plus log of a, and this is the constant, this is y-intercept, and this is our gradient, which we can write as m, and this is our y value, so y is equal to mx plus c. This is the format which we were supposed to write, and then we will be we can find the gradient is what? Gradient is log b. So if we compare this one, gradient is log b, so we can write over here, we can utilize this space, so log b is equal to gradient, which is m, and we can use these two given points for the gradient, and this will be 0, this is equal to 0.10 y2 minus y1 0.73 over x2, which is 4, minus x1, which is 1, and this will be equal to what, we can solve this fraction 0.10, and minus this will be 0.73 over 4 minus 1 will be 3, so this is equal to minus 0.21, minus 0.21, this will be the gradient, and we can find, this is log b value, so b value will be equal to what? B value we can take power 10, so 10 raised by minus 0.21, and this will be equal to, we can take 10 raised to the power answer, 10 raised to the power answer is equal to 0.6165, or we can write 0.617, 0.617, and this is B value. Now we are targeting for A value, and to find A value, B value we found, we need to find A value. This value and log Y value we can replace in the equation, and that will be uh, basically we can replace in this one log of Y, so it will be one. B value will be what, 1 point, we can write first equation so that you can understand better. Log Y is equal to minus 0.2, this is B value, minus 0.21, and x squared, and log of plus log of A, log of A. We can use this point 1 and 0.73. This point we will be using, and we will be utilizing this equation. If I write here log Y, which is basically Y value, so I will directly replace Y value from this one, so it will be 0.73 is equal to minus 0.21, and x value is 1 over here, so we are using these values, so it will be 1, and plus log of A, and we can write log A will be equal to 0.73 plus 0.21, and we can calculate 0.73 plus 0.21, and this is equal to 0.94, 0.94, and A will be equal to what? A will be equal to 10 raised to the power 0.94, and this is equal to 10 raised to the power, answer is equal to 8.709, or we can write 8.71. 8.71, this will be final answer for 2-mark question. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the B part. B part says find the value of Y. Find the value of Y when x is equal to 1.5. So we can utilize the equation log of Y is equal to minus 0.21, which is m value, into x squared, plus log A, basically this will be 0.94, we will be using 0.94, which we got over here. This is the log A value which we are using, 0.94. Now we can simplify this, and this will be equal to what? This basically will be replacing x is equal to 1.5. So minus 0.21 into 1.5 squared plus 0.94, and this will be equal to what? This will be equal to minus 0.21 and multiplied by 1.5 squared, and plus is 0.94, and this is equal to 0.4675, 0.4675, and y will be equal to what? 10 raised to the power this, 10 raised to the power answer, 10 raised to the power answer is equal to 2.93. So 2.93, this will be final answer for 2 marks. So now we can move to C part. C part says find the positive value of x when y is equal to 2. Now we will be using the same equation, log y is equal to minus 0.21 x squared and plus 0.94. Now we have to find the positive value of x when y is equal to 2. So log 2 will be equal to We can shift 0.94 also to this side, so minus 0.94 is equal to minus 0.2 x squared. So x squared will be equal to, we can simplify this. X squared will be equal to my log of 2, and this will be log of 2 minus 0.94, and divided by we can write minus 0.2. We missed basically one from here and one from here, and now we can calculate. This will be fraction, and log of 2 minus 0.94 over this will be minus 0.21, and this is equal to 3.04 3.04 and 27 also we can write, and we can take root. So root of answer is equal to 1.74. So x is equal to 1.74, and this will be final answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 8. Question number 8 says the diagram shows circle center O, radius R, and the points A and B, center is O, radius is R, lie on the circle such that angle AOB is equal to 2 theta radian. This is 2 theta radian. A part, given that the perimeter of the shaded region is 20 centimeters, show that R is equal to this. This is a 3 marks part which we have to answer. So we can check for the formulas. Basically arc, we know arc is equal to what? Arc AB will be equal to R theta, and theta is 2 radian, so theta is equal to 2 theta basically. So we will replace R, and we can write 2 theta, otherwise I'll mention here theta is equal to 2 theta. So AB arc will be equal to 2r theta. So this will be our arc. For the chord AB, we can understand the chord AB. How we will calculate this? We can divide this, and this will be right angle triangle. This portion will be theta, and this side is R. We can consider this triangle, and in this triangle we can take this point as C. So in triangle ACO, and this is AC over AO will be equal to sine of theta. So we can write AC is we need to find AC over O is R, AO is R, so R sine theta, and we know that AB is equal to 2AC, so this is equal to 2R sine theta. This is how we reach to this one, and now we can write chord AB, and chord AB is equal to 2r sine theta, and perimeter will be chord AB plus this one, so 2r sine theta plus this arc which is 2r theta. Now we can take common from here. We can take 2r common, so it will be theta plus sine theta, and this will be and this one perimeter is given as 20, so we can write equal to 20. So r and theta plus sine theta is equal to 10, and r will be equal to 10 over theta plus sine theta. This is what we were supposed to prove, and this is, we have shown 3 marks part. Now B part, it says that derivative, given that r and theta can vary, find the value of dr over d theta when theta is equal to pi by 6. So we know r is equal to what? Just now we have done theta 10 over r plus sine theta, not r, theta plus sine theta, theta plus sine theta. We can rewrite it as denominator, so theta plus sine theta raised to the power minus 1, and now we can take derivative dr over d theta is equal to 10 as it is. Power will be pulled first and power raised to the power minus 1, so minus 1 will be minus 2, and derivative of this inner portion will be 1 plus cos theta, and now we can rewrite it as minus 10 into 1 plus cos theta divided by theta plus sine theta, and this will be squared. Now we can replace dr, we can find dr over d theta at theta is equal to pi by 6, and this will be minus 10 into 1 plus cos of pi by 6 over, this will be pi by 6 plus sine pi by 6, and this will be squared. We can use calculator for this calculation. So fraction minus 10 in brackets, we can write 1 plus cos of pi by fraction we can take again, so it will be pi over 6, and bracket will be closed and second bracket will be closed, over this will be fraction again pi by 6, so pi over 6, and plus sine of pi by 6, so this will be fraction pi over 6, and bracket will be closed and whole bracket will be closed, and this will be squared, and this is equal to, we can take radian mode, so shift mode will be to radians, and this will be equal to uh, minus 10 1 plus, this one should be cos, basically we did mistake, we have to take cos over here, and this will be changed to cos, and now we can check, this is minus 17.80, so minus 17.80 will be answer for this part. Now we can move to question number 9. Question number 9 says in the diagram AB is 4A, DC is 7A, the lines AC and DB intersect at point X, so this is point of intersection X. Find in terms of AB, DB we need to find. So we will be indicating DB, and DB is this direction, so we can take basically this route, this one, and this one, we can take this route, so it will be 7A, dB will be equal to 7A and minus B, and this is done. Now we can solve the B part. DA is required, and DA is this one, this direction, so for DA we can take DB, DB and BA, so we can take this route, which if I highlight this one and then this one, So it will be 7a minus b. So we can write over here, this will be 7a minus b and minus 4a, and this will be adding like term, so it will be 3a minus b. This will be the final answer. So these are 1 mark parts which we are done. I will be erasing extra highlighting. So given that ax is equal to lambda ac, find in terms of a and b and lambda ax. So ax we need to identify. Ax will be this one, so we can take ax, we need to take like lambda ac. So ac is equal to what? First we'll write ac is equal to AD plus 7a, or we can take for AC, we can take this root, this one and this one. So it will be 4a plus b. So we can write AC is equal to 4a plus b. These are vectors basically. So now we can write ax is equal to lambda ac. So ax is equal to lambda ac, and this will be equal to lambda 4a plus b, and this will be answer for uh, 1 mark part. So dx, we require dx. For dx, we can write dx is this one. So dx is equal to dA plus ax. So dA this one and ax this one. So we can write over here, this will be dx is equal to dA plus ax, these are vectors, and dA we already have, which is this one, 3a minus b. So we can write 3a minus b, and plus ax we have just found, which is lambda into 4a plus b, and this will be answer for 2 marks part. Hopefully you understood this. Now they are saying, given that dx is equal to mu db, find the value of lambda and the mu. So dx value which we have found just over here, this one we will be using this one, and we can write 3a minus b plus lambda into 4a plus b, and this is equal to mu 7a mu db. db is what? db over here 7a minus b. So we'll replace over here 7a minus b in this step. Now we can open the bracket, and this will be 3a minus b plus lambda 4a plus b lambda and or lambda b, and this will be equal to 7a mu minus b mu. And now we can equate basically a terms. So a we can take common, so this and this term, so 3 plus 4 lambda, and this will be a minus, we can take b common, so it will be 1 minus lambda, and inside will be b, and from this side we can just write 7 mu, outside we can write a, and minus we can write mu, and b will be over here. Now we can compare coefficients of a and b. Coefficient of a is this one and this one, so we can write 3 plus 4 lambda is equal to 7 mu is equal to 7 3 plus 4 lambda is equal to uh, 7 mu, yes. And the second thing, if we compare B, it will be minus 1 minus lambda is equal to minus mu. So minus we can cancel from both sides, so it will be 1 minus lambda is equal to mu. So it means we can replace this mu value. This value we can replace in this equation, so you'll get 3 plus 4 lambda is equal to 7 into 1 minus lambda, and 3 plus 4 lambda is equal to 7 minus 7 lambda. And further we can shift 7 lambda to this side, so it will be 7 lambda plus 4 lambda, and 3 we can shift to the other side, so it will be 7 minus 3, which is equal to 4. So 7 plus 4 will be 11, so 11 lambda is equal to 4, so lambda is equal to 4 over 11. This will be our lambda value, which we can replace in this equation, and 1 minus 4 over lambda is equal to mu. So mu will be what? We can check. 1 minus 4 over 11 is equal to 7 over 11. So mu is equal to 7 over 11. This will be mu value which we are supposed to find. We are done with this question. This last part was 4-mark question. Question number 10a, part 1. Sketch the graph of y is equal to e raised to x minus 5 on the axis below, showing the exact coordinates of any points where the graph cuts the coordinate axis. So this is not part of the question. I've inserted for your explanation. I'll explain in a while. So we can write on the equation. The given equation is what? Given equation is y is equal to e raised to x minus 5, and we want to find x-intercept at for x-intercept y will be 0, so y will be 0, we will replace, and we will get what? So we can write y is equal to 0, so 0 is equal to e raised by x minus 5. Minus 5 is like this one, not par. So we can write e raised by x is equal to 5, and to get rid of e, we can to find x value, so x will be equal to log of 5. So this will be log of 5 value will be x-intercept, and we can write when x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 will be what? Y is equal to e raised by 0 minus 5, so y will be equal to 1 minus 5. 1 minus 5 will be equal to minus 4. So minus 4 will be our y-intercept. So we can take minus 4 we can take over here, and this will be minus 5. So 2, 4 and 6 we can take like this one. So this is minus 2, minus 4 and minus 6, and this side we can take like we know it's log x, so we can take, and log 5 basically. Log 5 is what? Log 5 is equal to 1.6. So we, our x-intercept will be 1 point something. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If we take 5 over here and 1 over here, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we can take 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similarly, we can take the negative values also. So negative values will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and negative 5. This one. And y-axis, basically there's no y-intercept, so I'm not taking that one. And e raised to the power x minus 5. So 1 point will be at this one, so we can show this will be our one y-intercept, and 1.6 we can show 1.6 will be like over here. This will be log, we will be giving the exact value which is log 5. So this point will be log 5, x value will be log 5. Now what we can do, we can check for a little higher value. So we will be we can type equation e raised to the power x and minus 5, so negative 5, and calculate for 2. So calculate for 2 will be 2.38, so positive going up. And if we check for lower value, so minus, like for example minus 5, so calculate for minus 5, this will be equal to minus 4.99, and calculate for minus 10, this will be again minus 4.99, and so it will be like asymptote will be at minus 5, we figured out. So our answer will be, our sketch will be like this one, like say this is 5, so our sketch will be turning from here like this one, and from this side it will be intercepting at this point and touching this one. Okay, and this side we can bend a little so that it should be smoother like this one, and upward will be going like this one, so going up. Now we can show like this. So this will be our sketch which we have drawn, and same graph we will be practicing on the software. I'll switch to the software. Okay, so this is basically the software which I'm using. You can use any other from the net, you can check, and keep in mind these type of softwares are not available in exam. You can practice at home and you can improve your skill level. These are very helpful for transformation questions and for curve sketching. So our question is basically this one: y is equal to e raised by x minus 5. But I want to draw the standard graph for y is equal to e raised for x, so that you will have clearer concept. So if we plot y is equal to e raised for x, this will be our graph. You can see this is the shape in, this is the line of asymptote. Wherever you will be going to this side, you will not be crossing this line, which is minus 5. This is basically 0 x-axis. Basically it will not be crossing x-axis. So this point you can see, this is 0 x value, y value 0.00. so wherever you will go, you will be getting asymptote, so it will not be crossing x-axis. And this side is going up to infinity, y is going upward. Now if we check our graph, which is e raised for x minus 5, so you can see its transmission, it's going down, y value is changing, x-intercept is going down, and our new graph is over here. You can see this is 0 and minus 4. This is x-intercept and this is y-intercept. Y-intercept you can see this is 1.609, which is log 5 value, which we checked also. And even now we can check, this is a log of a log of 5 value, and this is equal to 1.609. so you can check here, 1.609 is the exact value which it is showing. And so this is basically the curve which we have plotted, and the same I have copied in the question also. I'll switch, and this is the graph which we have taken from there, which I have just shown you, and this is the graph. You can see it is curving in this section, it is curving, and the y intercept is this one, which is 0 and -4, and x intercept is this, which is basically log 5 value, and this is our curve. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the next section, which is find the range of values of k for which equation e raised to power x minus 5 is equal to k has no solution. So we can check our this curve that lower than this, if we have a line lesser than -5, lesser than -5, all lines will not be intersecting because curve is not coming down to y is equal to -5 value. So we will say that our k will be what? K will be less than equal to -5. This will be 1 mark answer for this question. Now we can move to the B part. B part says simplify log of a. This is the whole thing, expression basically. Giving your answer in form p log a with base a log 2, and where p is a constant. So this is 2 mark question. What we can do, we can reshape this, we can rewrite this equation as log with base a and 2 raised to the power 1 by 2 plus this one log a, and 8 we can write 2 raised to power 3 and plus log with base a, and we can write this as 2 raised to power -1. Now we are using log rules basically, and this will be power will be pulled first, so it will be log with base a 2 plus this will be log a, and 3 will be pulled first, so it will be 2, and similarly we can pull -1 first, so it will be log a. So next will be what? We can take log with base a, and we can take 2 also. So this portion log we are taking common, inside will be 1 by 2 plus 3 minus 1, and this will be equal to log of this is log, so log of with base a 2 will be what? This will be 2.5, so this will be 2.5, and now we can, this will not be 2.5, we'll have to, yes, this is 2.5, so we can check also 0.5 plus 3 minus 1, and this is basically 2.5. So log of 2 is 1. So, or what we can do, we can compare it with this one. Log 2 is, log of 2 is not 1, so we are comparing this equation with this one. So we can see this is p portion, or we can do one thing, we can rewrite 2.5 first and then like this. Now we can compare it easily, and this is our p value. P is equal to 2.5. Hopefully you understood. This was 2 marks part. And C part says solve the equation. This equation we have to solve. So what we can do, we can rewrite the equation, and we need to change the base because bases are different. So log of 9, log with base 9 4x, we can change the base because we require log base 3. We have to change log base 9 to 3 or log base 3 to log base 9. So I'm changing log base 9 4x into log with base 3 over log of base 3, and this portion we can write by rule over here. This will be 4x, and base 9 we will be writing over here, and this will be our new base, and which we can replace this one in this equation. So it will be log 3x log base 3 and x minus this will be log with base 3 4x over log with base 3 9, and this is equal to 1. This is what it is provided. Now we can rewrite it as, so what I will do, I will reduce the size so that we can economically use the space and will not be running short of space. So this will be we can write this as so 9 we can write 3 raised by 3, so log of 3x will minus this will be log of 3 and 4x over this will be log of 3 and 3 raised to the power 3. No, not 3, 2. So it will be squared and this is equal to 1. Now we know log 3 with base 2 we can pull first. So log of 3x minus log of 3 4x over this will be 2 log of 3 into 3, and this portion is equal to 1 by rule. So we can rewrite it as, so I will use this space, I will write over here. So log of 3x minus this will be 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 log of 4x is equal to 1, and this power can be written on the top of 4x. So log of 3x minus log of 4x raised to the power 1 by 2 is equal to 1, and this one we can by rule we can write log a minus log b. So this will be x over this will be 4x raised to the power 1 by 2 is equal to 1. So we can, this one we can write it as log 3 3, because this is also equal to 1. So to get rid of this log 3 we have written this one. So this implies x over 4x raised to 1 by 2 is equal to 3, and this will be what, x over 2x raised to the power 1 by 2 is equal to 3. This implies x raised to 1 by 2 is equal to 6, and x will be equal to 6 squared, which is 36. So this will be our final answer for this part. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the question number 11. Question number 11 is trigonometric functions show that this is equal to this. We can take left hand side. So left hand side is equal to cosecant x, we can write 1 over sine x, 1 over sine theta, sorry not x, over divided by 1 over sine theta minus sine theta. So we can take LCM, and numerator we have written as it is, and LCM of denominator will be sine theta, and this will be 1 minus sine square theta, and fraction over fraction rule, this sine theta will cancel with sine theta, and this is equal to 1 over 1 minus sine square theta, and 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta, so 1 over cos square theta, and 1 over cos square theta is equal to secant square theta, which is equal to right hand side. So we have proved that left hand side is equal to right hand side. This was 3 marks part which we are done. Now we can move to the second part. Hence solve. Hence solve this one. 2 cosecant theta 2 cosecant theta, 2 cosecant phi over cosecant phi minus sine phi. So if we check this one, compare this portion with this portion, so this portion can be written as secant square phi. So 2 will be additional, so we write 2 secant square phi. So phi will be equal to 8, and secant square phi will be equal to 8 by 2, which is 4, and secant phi will be equal to plus minus 2, and we can check for secant phi means what? Cos phi, and this will be equal to plus minus 1 by 2. Now we can check for cos inverse of cos inverse phi will be equal to cos inverse of plus minus 1 by 2, and this will be equal to shift cos of 0.5 or 1 by 2 will be equal to pi by 3, or we can check for the degree mode. So shift mode, we can check degree, and this is equal to 60. So one angle which we got is 60 degree, and our range is from 0 to 360. We can check for the other angles, and we can draw the coordinate axis or the quadrants, and this will be what? This will be 60 will be like roughly 60 will be like this one, and cos 60, so we can take the other angle like this one. So this will be cos of this is 60, and we can take this because we have to take the plus and minus both, so we can take this as 120 also, so 120 angle, and the third angle we can take as over here, so 180 um, uh, plus 60 will be 240, and that will be 240, and the other angle, third angle which we can take, fourth angle, which this will be 60, so it will be 360 minus 60, so it will be 300. So these will be the angles which we have to find. Now B part says solve this equation for 0 x is equal to 0 to theta, giving your answer in terms of pi. So we require answer in terms of pi. So tan theta, tan of x plus pi by 4 is equal to 1. We can shift under root 3 to other side, so it will be 1 over 3. So x plus pi by 4, we will get tan inverse of 1 over under root 3. Now 1 over under root 3 will be what? We can check shift tan of 1 over root 3, and this is equal to 30 degree. 30 degree, if we draw like this one, so 30 degree is where? 30 degree is like this one, and we can check 30 degree, and if we check in radian mode, so this will be equal to pi by 6. So our one angle which we got is pi by 6. Pi by 6. Now after getting pi by 6, shift tan 1 over 1 over root of 3, and we got this one as pi by 6. After getting this pi by 6, we'll add pi, so plus this will be pi, we will get 7 pi by 6, so next angle will be 7 pi by 6. One more time, plus pi will give us 13 by 6 pi, 13 pi over 6, and this will be up to the uh, range which is 0 to 2 pi, and now we can write it as, like, for example, this side is what? This side is equal to x plus pi by 4. And now we can write x will be equal to what? X will be equal to pi by 6 minus pi by 4. So pi over 6 minus this will be pi over 4, and this is equal to minus pi by 12, and next angle will be 7 pi 7. We can take fraction, so 7 pi over 6 minus this will be pi by 4, so it will be pi over 4, and this is equal to 11 by 12 pi, 11 by 12 pi, and 13 pi by 6. So we can change from here, so this will be 13 pi by 6 minus pi by 4 is equal to 23 over 12 pi. And we can check this is a negative side, which is not required excluded value. So these are the answers which we will be giving for this 3 marks part. We are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything, and don't forget to subscribe the channel and also press bell icon so that you will be getting notification for incoming videos. Recommend this channel to your friends and classmates. Also introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.